Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Acting Premier. Speaker, water is a fundamental element of life. Without water, nothing survives. Rural residents have been able to draw clean well water for their families and for their farms for over 100 years in southwestern Ontario. However, there are wells contaminated in Chatham Kent with sediments that the Minister of the Environment and Climate Change refuses to collect and analyze. Residents suspect that this is as a result of pile driving through the aquifer that has released sediments. The local residents collected and analyzed the sediments and found them to contain black shale, which is known as an environmental hazard because it contains heavy metals. Last week, the Premier held a town hall meeting in Windsor, saw the black shale contained water black like coffee, and told the residents that it was safe to drink without the benefit of a health hazard investigation. Will the Premier back up her claim and direct the Minister of the Environment to collect and analyze these sediments in order to conduct a proper and impartial scientific investigation?
Climate change.
Sir, the Environment, Climate Change.
Well, thank you, Speaker. You know, the Ministry takes concerns regarding groundwater quality very seriously, and we're holding the company accountable for addressing complaints related to changes, if any, in well water quality. We have undertaken a review of water quality data to ensure residents that their water is safe to drink, Speaker. And thus far, I will say, the analysis has not shown a connection between water quality and construction activity. Further, Speaker, the Chatham Kent Medical Officer of Health has confirmed, Speaker, the water particulates do not pose a health risk to residents. The Ministry understands that the pile driving has now finished, and we're also planning to meet with water wells first this week to discuss their data. We're going to continue to require the company continue to monitor its well impacts and
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, these families have been the backbone of Ontario's agriculture sector for over generations and have built and fed this province from the land that they so proudly steward. And as the Minister is aware, the Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care is responsible for public health. Don't you think that public health authorities should know the substances that they are giving opinions on? This issue is affecting the viability of an entire region of this province. Without water, there will be nothing. Will you direct the Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care to immediately order a health hazard investigation as the Health Prevention and Promotion Act provides for?
Minister.
Well, thank you, Speaker. I want to start by just reiterating what the Chatham Kent Medical Officer of Health has told us through their testing, and what our testing shows. What that Medical Officer of Health has said is that water particulates do not pose a health risk to residents, Speaker. We're going to be meeting with the group representing the homeowners. We understand they have some data we have asked them to share with us. We want to be able to talk to them about that data, Speaker, at our upcoming meeting with them. And we're going to continue to work with homeowners to supply alternative water. And we're also providing, the company is providing a licensed well contractor to inspect their wells and answer any questions they may have. All of this at the company's expense, Mr. Speaker. But I'll just end by saying the Medical Officer of Health has said the water is safe.